Hello dear traders, welcome back to our YouTube channel. It's me Sulaiman Khan. So today we are going to discuss the gold market. First of all, actually a lot of people they have asked a question from me that sir, why you are entering in the buy trade of the gold, because even though the data of the non-farm payrolls was good for the currency, like for good for the gold, for good for the USD, and was negative for the gold. That's sir, why you have entered in the gold trade for the buy trades. So let me first of all answer to you those questions. So guys, first of all, if you will look at here, if you will look at here the forex factory data, so this was the data of a very important data, that was non-farm payrolls and the average hourly earnings monthly. So guys, if you look at here this data, you guys can see this is the actual numbers, this is a forecast. So just if you look at the actual and forecast numbers, you guys can see here, if you will click here, you guys can see here that actual greater than the forecast is good for the currency. So basically the actual numbers are greater than the forecast, so it means that the non-farm payroll data was great for the USD, but have the negative impact, should have a negative impact on the gold side. But gold has still though goes upside. So what was the reason, which thing has pumped the gold? So basically guys, this is the one of the important thing which usually you guys used to miss. Basically the difficult thing in the trading is the fundamental trading, because whenever you used to do the analysis of the fundamentally, so you should have to look at each and everything very carefully, very carefully. So if you will read out this data, average hourly earnings, so you guys can see here that actual greater than the forecast is good for the currency. So basically this data was the negative, this data was negative for the USD. So basically guys, now what happened here, we got a lot of here we got a lot of jobs, but here the wages are decreased. So if you will collectively see both of these things together, so this means is that in America, the jobs were too much, that they have offered too much jobs in America in the month of the December. But on the other hand, they have decreased the wages, and whenever, if a country is offering a lot of jobs and they are decreasing the wages, so it means that the level of the inflation will also going to be decreased. So this was a concept. Now why this news has pumped the gold? Because on the other hand, whenever the level of inflation will be decreased, so in this way the American central banks, and that they will not increase the interest rates with that much higher ratios. So this is, if you will look at on the or if you will look at collectively all these things, it means that they offered a good number of jobs, but with the small wages. They have decreased the wages, they have decreased the number, they have decreased the prices. So this thing has a positive impact on the on the behalf of inflation. So it will decrease the inflation. So due to that thing, whenever there will not be that much inflation, so American central bank will not increase the interest rate with the higher ratios. So I have explained that interest rates in my last video also, that interest rates are the very important thing on the behalf of gold in the market. So if interest will not if central bank will not increase the interest rate, so this would have the positive impact on the gold side. So this is why gold market just pumped. So that's why we opened the buy trades on Friday on the NFP. So now let's discuss the gold market properly, that what is happening with the gold market and what we are expecting. So before starting this weekly analysis, I will tell you one more thing. On 12th of January, there is the important data. There is very much important data regarding the inflation. So you guys just have to make sure that this data will affect the gold market for whole this month. So on 12th January, America is going to release it's the inflation number. They are going to release the data of inflation, so it will have the huge impact on the market. So now let's according to the past results of the past report of the NFP, this month will be, or this week will be until 12th of January. 12th of January market should have to be mostly in the buy direction. There's a news of an activity also, but maybe we can see the little bit retracement, but mostly chances market will go slightly upside. So now let's discuss technical analysis. So if you will do the technical analysis, you guys can see here that on the daily time frame chart, market was, I have told you this area, that this would be the area where we can look for the small selling trades. And you guys can see that a lot of people who have followed this my analysis, they have secured very great and good profits. And the same way you guys can see here, if you will draw the here the trend lines, and you guys can see here, this is where the market is right now moving. It's a straight uptrend move. And if you will draw one more trend line from the upside to downside, you can see more closely that market is properly in the uptrend move. So it can also be in the sideways. So you guys, if you will check it out here, you guys can see that it's in a little bit sideways, because market is going upside, downside, then upside, then downside, then upside, then downside, then upside, then downside, then upside, then downside, then now this is the important candle. So why it is the important candle? If we see on Monday, if market will give us the breakout above this trend line, we can hope for the long term gold buy target 1950 something. This would be the next possible target. So right now we will open the line chart, because why? Line chart will give us the closing values, and line chart will tell us that either market has given us the breakout, or either something we are missing. So if you will look at here on the line chart, you guys can see here, you will check out here that market looks like that market has already given us the slightly breakout towards the upside. If you will look at on the behalf of line chart, you guys can see here that market has already given us the breakout. Market comes to that area 1855 something, then market gives us a retest, then market has already given us small breakout. So right now we are just hoping for the retest and long term buy. This is what I am thinking for the gold. For the daily time frame chart, if market will be keep moving towards upside from this area, we will be in a buy trade. And the next side, if you will open on the behalf of candle chart, so guys, you have understand here that market has already given us a little bit breakout. So we need a breakout confirmation. We need a proper breakout confirmation. So if market will give us a proper confirmation of the, if market will give us a proper retest above that area, we can hope for the long term buy trade. So our next possible target would be 1957 something. These are the also important areas. You guys can see here, these are the very crucial and important areas for the market, because guys, when our market will gives us a lot of VIX area, these areas are very crucial for the trading, because in these areas usually banker used to trade, and whenever banker used to trade, they will not allow anyone to win. They will not allow anyone to win. So that's why I will suggest you should have to trade with a mentor. If you don't have a good and great mentor, try to become a mentor, but trade with properly knowledge, trade with properly technically fundamentally analysis. Don't trade just don't behave like that, just enter and exit. So just follow all the instructions, all the rules, and just follow the money management. So as you guys can see here, according to me, market has little bit given me the breakout, so I will wait for the retest. Now if you will open the H4 time frame chart, so H4 time frame chart will gives us much more clarity to me that what is happening with the gold market. So if you will look at here, that more clearly, that market was in properly, it was in a buy trend, but it was in a sideways. So you guys can see here that here market is assuming this was the area here. From here market has shown me that it has given us the properly breakout structure. So when market has given us a properly breakout structure, so let me first of all, we will discuss that what are the possible areas where we can look for the properly buy trade, or what would be the retracement areas for us, the gold, where we can see the gold buy trend moves for the next move. So if I will open the H1 time frame chart, So there I will give you the small areas where you guys can look for the gold buy trades. So this would be our first area, that would be the 1842 till 1850. This would be the range where you guys can open the buy trade. So 1850 till 1842, this would be the range, buying range. There we can look for the buy trades. And this would be our last buying hope, that would be 1826. If market will try to break this area, then only we can assume that market is going to break out this structure of the this structure. So if because guys, if you will open again h4 time frame chart, one thing more I have missed. I have told you one thing very in my many videos. You guys can see here that that trend line is valid for at least more than, if market has the more than 5 touch points, trend line becomes invalid. So you guys can see here that there we have seen a lot of touch points here. These both trend lines are right now invalid according to the technical perspective. So there are a lot of chances that this week we can see the big move, because this week we have also the inflation numbers, so that will also have the huge effect on the market. So this week will be very very crucial. So I have told you, I have given you some numbers, some areas where we can look for the buy trades. So if, again, one more thing, if I will draw the Fibonacci retracement level from the high to low impulse, so to understand about the buying areas, more Fibonacci retracement levels, you guys can see here that this would be 1855 would be the good scalping area, but most best area would be 1846. As I mentioned you, this would be 1846 or 1845 till 1852. This would be the good buying range for you guys for the gold, with a stop loss of 1828 for the long term buy trade. So let's hope for the best. Hope so you guys will like and share this analysis. Kindly do some comments, and kindly tell me that did you like this, or if you want the more analysis on any pair, just mention us. Take care of guys and stay blessed. Have a great week.